Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Unity Spiritual Center of Wilmington. I'm Reverend Ellen Contente, and it is Sunday, June 8th. Woohoo! It's our official second Sunday of the month. That means it's Ice Cream Sunday, so I'm super excited for that. So I invite everyone, if you are able, to please stand and join our celebration singers. And if you're watching us online, you can stand up and sing and dance as well. Let's give them a round of appreciation.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our service this Sunday. And as we start our service, just think about the words that we just sang. I am as God created me, in the light, in the love, in the glory. And just see what that feels like. That is so powerful. So coming from that place, I am going to introduce myself. I am this odd person, Shirley Melito, and I welcome you in the room and online to this service. And I hope you find it enjoyable and uplifting today, as we know that all of us do every Sunday. Is there somebody here for the first time today? No. Oh, born anew every day. And I see some people I haven't seen for a while, so really good to see you. Let's dive in. Oh, before I start, I always forget this. Does anybody not know what those orange cones are about? Okay, I think everybody knows, and it seems like everybody's been honoring those cones to allow those people that need a little bit more time to get in to use those spaces. So thank you for honoring those cones. Let's dive into our mission statement. Please read it with me. Unity Spiritual Center of Wilmington is a vibrant, inclusive spiritual community dedicated to expanding consciousness, inspiring personal transformation, and nurturing love and connection. And our vision is, united in love, the world celebrates joy, abundance, and harmony. And from this mission and vision, let's read our statement of truth together. There is only one presence and one power active in the universe and in my life, God the good, omnipotence. And from that belief, our 3 I am affirmations flow. Please read them with me. I am a beloved expression of God. I am here for a holy purpose. I am in the right place at the right time, right now. And now hear the daily word for Sunday, June 8th, 2025. The word is kindness, and please read the affirmation with me. Today, I will be kind to others. When I think of being kind, I am reminded of the golden rule. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. It takes only a moment and no special effort to be kind. I can smile at a stranger, hold the door for the person behind me, or let someone go ahead of me in line. These small acts of kindness bless everyone involved. Other kind efforts may take more thought. I may think of how I prefer to be treated. I certainly want to be heard and respected. I want to know my views and opinions matter. I want others to see my value and treat me with dignity. I hold this thought as I think of others. I see people imbued with the Spirit of God. Kindness flows from me to bless others. And the Bible verse for today is from the book of Proverbs, chapter 21, verse 21. Whoever pursues righteousness and kindness will find life and honor. I am the prayer partner, so if you have a prayer request, please meet me outside the door of the prayer room, and I'd be happy to pray with you after church today. And now I would like to invite up Reverend Dylan.
Thank you, Shirley. Ooh, Shirley is a jack of all trades, is she not? And today you will have an opportunity to be able to sign up to do many things that Shirley does, as well as many of us. It is our Sacred Service Sunday from 12 to 12:30 in the Fellowship Hall. So I just want to put a plug in there. We'll talk about it again during announcements. But ooh, I am hot. Whoa. Yes. So with that, we're going to take a moment and move into meditation. So I invite everybody, you're already pretty comfortable in your seats, but if it's okay, go ahead, close your eyes. And for those of you that are watching us online, I invite you to do the same. Get comfortable in your seat. You could even lay down if you like. Nobody in this room, though, because I don't want you to fall asleep. Take a deep breath in and release. In this month of radiance and taking in the words that Shirley just shared with us about kindness, let's imagine that we are radiating kindness everywhere we go. And we'll start with ourselves. So breathing in kindness, breathing out judgment. And asking yourself, how can I be kinder to myself? See yourself getting up in the morning. What is the first kind thing that you can do? Breathing in God. Breathing out any doubt that you are not divine. And as you start your day with this knowingness, this alignment with the divine spirit within you as you moving through your day with the kindness of love. Breathing in, breathing out. Seeing yourself, treating yourself with each moment, each step, each meal, each encounter from a heart of kindness and love and purpose and radiance. I'm feeling that glow that comes from within, comes from that alignment, knowing that I am a divine expression of God. I am that light that shines on everyone. Bring that kindness to someone in your life right now. What does it look like to be kind or kinder to my partner, to my children, to my neighbor, to my community? Breathing in love. And just let your heart soften, letting go of any pain or disappointment. And seeing yourself doing random acts of kindness today. And intentional acts of kindness tomorrow and every day from this point forward. Breathing in, filling your heart with joy and light, feeling buoyant. And knowing that we can always be the light for ourselves and for others. We choose today to just shine. So with this inner glow, with this light, we know that we are always divinely surrounded by love, and we are that love. And so let's take another deep breath in. And let's just hold in that knowingness for just one moment, anchoring in this lightness, this love, this glow. And so let's take another deep breath, breathing in, very slowly and gently, breathe out, release, bringing your awareness back to the room, slowly wiggle your fingers and your toes, and when you're ready, go ahead and open up your eyes. Ooh, let there be light. So we are all glowing with kindness today, and it is my honor now to invite up Rebecca to come sing for us. Let's give her a round of appreciation.
Everything is great, everything is grand. I've got the whole wide world in the palm of my hand. Everything is perfect, it's falling into place. I can't seem to get this smile off my face. Life's a happy song when there's someone by your side to sing along. When you're alone, life can be a little rough. It makes you feel like you're 3 feet tall. When it's just you, well, times can be tough. When there's no one there to catch your fall. Everything is great, everything is grand. I've got the whole wide world in the palm of my hand. Everything is perfect, it's falling into place. I can't seem to wipe this smile off my face. Life smells like a rose, with someone to paint and someone to pose. Life's a piece of cake, with someone to paddle and someone to break. Life is full of glee, with someone to saw and someone to see. Life's a happy song, when there's someone by my side to sing along. I've got everything that I need right in front of me. Nothing's stopping me, there's There's nothing I can't be with you right here next to me. Life's a piece of cake with someone to give and someone to take. Life's a piece of pie with someone to wash and someone to dry. Life's an easy road with someone beside you to share the load. Life is full of highs with someone to stir and someone to fry. Life's a leg of lamb with someone there to lend a hand. Life's a bunch of flowers with someone to while away the hours. Life's a fillet of fish, hey, yes it is. Life's a happy song when there's someone by my side to sing along. I've got everything that I need right in front of me. Nothing stopping me. There's nothing I can't be with you right here next to me. You've got everything that you need right in front of you. Nothing stopping you. There's nothing you can't do that the world will throw at you. Life's a happy song when there's someone by your side to sing. Life's a happy song when there's someone by your side to sing. Life's a happy song when there's someone by your side to sing along.
That was so much fun. Let's give Rebecca and Katie and Justice some appreciation. So perfect for my talk title today, which is Lighten Up. Lighten up. We definitely need to lighten up, especially today, in today's day and age. So, this month is Radiance Month. Everybody know that? No? Well, you're all radiating, so you must have known that. So what does radiance even mean? It's all about, light that's emitted. That's that inner glow. And we all radiate when we align ourselves with who we are, which is divine expressions of God, and we shine our light. So a couple of weeks ago, I went with my daughter to the Asheville Mountains. And we got to see this magical experience called ghost fireflies. Has anybody ever seen the ghost fireflies? Anybody grow up with fireflies in their neighborhood? Yeah, so a lot of you have. So these fireflies, they just don't, flash like regular fireflies. They come in to the forest when it's dark. And they're about 2 feet off the ground, or actually close to your ankles. They're really low, as opposed to the ones that are up in the trees. And very slowly and magically, they start to glow. And then their light gets brighter and brighter. But it's like being in an Avatar movie. It was just the most magical and surreal experience I've ever had. And I grew up with fireflies. I used to catch them in my backyard, in the jars, as a kid. We used to absolutely love that. And so to be sitting in the forest with these magical, glowing creatures, that's what I want to call them. They're only this big. And it felt like you were swimming with them. It was just such a wild experience. So I invite everyone, or encourage everyone, if you get a chance, to go out. And they only live about once a month, somewhere between mid-May to mid-June. So they only have about a 30-day life expectancy. So I just happened to be out that way with my daughter going thrifting. She wanted to go vintage thrift shopping. She had a whole list of about 6 different stores in the Charlotte area. And I was like, wow, that's a 3-hour trip and all those stores. I think we're going to need to make a weekend out of it. And it just so happened that it was the same weekend that this Asheville Wellness Tours was doing ghost fireflies. So long story short, I convinced her to go do this with me. And again, it was so magical. And I left there, I would say, transformed. I really was transformed by this experience. And it really got me thinking about, why don't we glow all the time? So that's what I invite us to do today, right? I want us to tap into that inner light that we all have, and let's just glow. Who wants to glow with me? Yeah, and it's that time of the year, too, when, You know, you go outside in the summertime, and we're out late, and they have those glow lights, and they usually give them out over like July 4th weekend, but I still have some somewhere, right? So let's all go find our glow lights and put them on so we can glow all the time. But let's do our affirmation, which is, I radiate joy and peace, my highest good will now increase. Let's say that together. I radiate joy and peace, my highest good will now increase. Absolutely. So increase, up, going up. And this whole talk is about lightening up. Because radiance comes from within. It's that lightness of being. So if you think about, well, how do I pick myself up when I'm feeling down? Anybody ever ask themselves that question? How can I pick myself up when I'm feeling down? And I know some of you are going through stuff where it's like, it feels like the weight of the world is just pushing you down, pushing you down, pushing you down. And the heat, how many of you feel like, ah? I went yesterday to the Carolina Beach Music Festival. And I've been going since I moved here, but it was so hot yesterday. I planted my seat right next to the water because it was so hot. But let's explore how we can be more radiant, how we can lighten up. You know, going to the beach for me is my way to let go of all my burdens, to let go of the things that are weighing me down. And you know, the first thing we have to do is release the weight that we carry, those burdens that we carry. And we all do. We all do. I mean, spiritual seekers especially carry a lot. We feel like we have to take on all of the weight of the world. Anybody feel that way? Right? I have to be the one to fix everything, to solve everything. We believe that it makes us stronger to carry the weight. How many feel that way? Right? You feel like, yeah, it's my responsibility to carry the weight. We have this thing called spiritual perfectionism. We have to be perfect. I see many of you out there that are like, oh yeah, ooh, she's talking to me. She's talking to me. And then we beat ourselves up when we fall short of that high vibe. We beat ourselves up because, you know, we're trying so hard to be enlightened. And then what happens when, you know, we fall short of that? We put so much pressure on ourselves. I mean, I'm just as guilty of that, right? Believing that, oh gosh, I've got to be perfect. I can't say the wrong thing. I can't make any mistakes. I want to make sure everybody gets the message, enjoys the talk, you know, especially as ministers. So what happens when our human self shows up? When we show up and we've made mistakes, right? When our shoes don't match the dress. Actually, they look pretty good, but this belief that says everything has to match. Like if you look really closely, you'll know that this is dark navy and those are black. Or is this just something women do? I don't know. I don't know, but we try so hard to be perfect. We try so hard. And when our human selves show up and we make mistakes, the way to lighten up is forgive yourself. We're not supposed to be perfect. There is no such thing as perfect. There is no such thing as spiritual perfectionism. We just have to be. We just have to be. So to lighten up, number one, we need to stop shoulding on ourselves. I should do this. I shouldn't do that. And there's a quote somewhere that says, right, we live in suffering when we're focused on the way things should be. The way it should be, and yet 99.9% of the time, it isn't that way. Right? It's not that way, but it's supposed to be that way. So that we carry that burden. So we have to let go of shoulding on ourselves. We need to forgive ourselves for our mistakes. Let's take off that burden, that weight we're carrying that said, well, I should have been further along in my career, or I should have more money saved for retirement. Oh God, that's mine. Right? Or I should be lighter, weight-wise, I should be healthier, I should be friendlier, I should be kinder. All the shoulds that we do, forgive yourself. We are who we are. That was part of the kindness affirmation, or the song that you sang. I don't remember. Somewhere I heard it in there. Maybe it was in our opening song. We are who we're supposed to be. And if we want to let go of the burden and lighten up, gratitude is the tool, is the key. What can I be grateful for in this moment? What can I be grateful for today? What can I be grateful for in general? Whenever I find myself moving into complaining about the way it should have been or was supposed to be, I think, okay, but what is good about right here and right now? We have so much to be grateful for. Absolutely. Look around you. Look around you. Look at this sanctuary. I was at another church on Thursday night for the Pride service that the Faith Healers United participated in, or actually put together. And it was a nice church, but I walked into the sanctuary, and then I immediately was, wow, this is nice, but unity is so beautiful. And it's like we take things for granted. We take things for granted. So if you want to be grateful, remember what you already have. All right, so that's your first way to lighten up. Let the burdens go. Everybody just pretend you're letting it off of you. Just release that giant boulder that you've been carrying. Don't cut your head off. Just... All right, number 2, radiance comes from within. We just talked about that. But, right, nothing can dim the light that shines from within. And yet, how many of you have that dimmer switch? You know what a dimmer switch is, right? And when it's too bright, what do? We bring it all the way down. Now, I'm guilty of this when I'm watching TV, so that's okay. I'm not talking about that. But I'm talking about how often do we dim our own light out of fear. But what are we afraid of? When Marianne Williamson talks about we're afraid of our greatness, or we're afraid of outshining someone. Oh, I don't want to be too bright. I don't want to be too smart. I don't want to be too... and then fill in the blank. And every time we do that, we dim our light a little bit. And so we want to just get out of our own way. That's really how we stop dimming our own lights. What are you throwing in your path that you keep stumbling over? That's the things that are getting in our way. Your thoughts that, oh, I'm not good enough, I'm not smart enough, or I'm all of that, but oh, I don't want to be all of that, because I don't want somebody else to think they're not good enough. So we just need to be like the fireflies. Just glow. Just be yourself and glow. They don't worry about like, oh, I don't want to glow brighter than the other firefly next to me. No, actually, they're glowing as bright as they can, because it's the males that are out there glowing, because they're looking for the females that are buried under the leaves on the forest floor. So they gotta burn bright. They gotta turn their light way up. So if you want to glow and radiate as you truly are, number 1, just align yourself with who you are. Right? Get up in the morning and just remember, oh yeah, that's right. I'm a divine expression of God. Or as my alarm goes off every morning and says, good morning, gorgeous. It's going to be the best day ever. Get out of bed. Actually, it doesn't say get out of bed. I say that to myself. But I do have my 4 alarms. You can come listen to them on my phone. And they say positive things first thing in the morning. Because who wants to hear, get up? No. Why not say good morning, gorgeous, or beautiful, or hello, world, it's going to be a wonderful day. So that radiance that comes from within, when we have dimmed our light, smile. Smile. Right? It changes our physiology as well when we smile. And so if you want to glow from within, you've got to put that smile on so that it can come out. Everybody do that. I know I always ask you guys to smile all the time. See, you have to know by now that these talks are really not for you. They're for me. Right? They're for me. I have to remember myself to stop being so serious, to stop carrying all that weight around, to lighten up. Ellen, lighten up, for God's sakes. Lighten up. Smile. Be grateful. Things, there's a lot of stuff going on in the world, but that doesn't mean I have to carry the burden of that every day. Doesn't mean that I can't be light. We do so much more when we're light than when we're heavy. So be yourself, and also, one way to glow from within, take care of yourself. Right? Your human self is the body that you are wearing as a divine expression of God. But we have to take care of this body. So, my little 3-second spiel is diet, exercise, and sleep. Make sure we're focusing on the foundation of good self-care. We will glow a lot better, a lot brighter when we take better care of ourselves. So once again, how do we do all this? Right? What's the practice of lightening up? Well, the 5th principle of unity is you got to practice the principles. Right? It's one thing to know, as you all know online, what our principles are and what it means to be aligned with God and know that God is good and align yourself through prayer and meditation. But if we're not doing that regularly, the light goes out. Right? Or it's like a pilot light. We have to keep, turning up the volume. So one way to do that is, as Proverbs 17:22, a cheerful heart is good medicine. A cheerful heart is good medicine. So practicing things like being joyful, acting like a child, finding ways that you enjoy and laugh. So as I said, I went to the Carolina Beach Music Festival because that's what lightens me up. I love being out in the fresh air. I love being in the water. I like being by the beach. I like music. I like beer. I like chips. These are things that I enjoy. But again, I stay in my house all day working. So on the weekend, I want to go out and enjoy life. So we have so many wonderful things here in Wilmington that we can do and enjoy. But if you want to do something also at Carolina Beach Lake Park that's fun and you can be silly, is go to the lake park, and if you go for the walk, anybody ever been on the walk around the lake there? A few people. They have the library's got the books. I don't know what they call it, active books. So as you walk, you read one page of the book, and then you continue walking, and then you read the next page of the book. And they're always fun. They ask you to do something. So my daughter and I had done this, and it told you to skip to the next page, or to dance to the next page, or to do something silly and fun. And here I am with my 25-year-old, this was last year, 25-year-old daughter, and we're skipping and jumping through the park, through the lake park, and we felt so light. We felt so light. And what was my first immediate thought? Oh, I can't do that. I can't do that. That's silly. That's for kids. This book is for kids, little kids. But yet, aren't we all kids inside, kids at heart? Jose will be the first one to tell you he is just a big kid. He's a juvenile. Yes, he means it, but he means it in that lighthearted way. But it's true. Once we get to a certain age, we think that we have to be so serious. And yet, I look at so many of you that have light hearts and are playful. And again, I'm talking to myself, how can I play more? So when I take myself to the beach, that is how I do that. So when we look at this idea of lightening up, it's not that we're saying we don't want to be deep, or we don't want to, have meaning in our lives. We're not lightening up not to achieve our goals. No, we're lightening up to rise to our own radiance. Because when we rise up, we can do so much more. Think of hot air balloons, right? They rise up because they're filled with hot air. But I want you to think about this whole idea of how I can glow and rise up. Because that's what the fireflies were doing. They were literally glowing and rising as they were going. So fill yourself with joyful activities. That is one way. And have fun with others. Go have fun with other people. When I was at the beach yesterday, I did go by myself, but I positioned myself around all the groups of people. There were so many people that were grouped together having a great time. And through, osmosis, I was getting all. I was even debating. I had 2 cuties left. I brought 3, and I had 1. And I had 1 beer. And I was like, man, I really would love another beer. Do you think if I went up to someone and traded them 2 cuties for a beer, would somebody take me up on that offer? I never did do that because I decided 1 beer is more than I need. But I was thinking about that. Again, I was just having fun with myself, while I was there. So, the whole point here is that we want to spread the light. Right? How do we lighten up? Well, we lighten out. Because radiance is contagious. When you're around somebody who's glowing, who's light, who's fun, who's got positive energy, again, it feels really good, and you want to be with them. You want to be around them, and you pick up on that. Just like the ghost fireflies that I saw. When I was watching them, again, it was a very magical, spiritual experience. And it made me think, they just glow. Steady light, right? They don't think about it, right? They just are. And it got me thinking, well, maybe that's what we're called to do. Just shine our own light. Because if I just shine my light, then I'm sending the message, hey, there's light out there. There's light out there. Like the story from Eric Carle about the very lonely firefly, that was the whole concept. I'm just going to keep shining my light, and I'm going to attract somebody else whose light is shining or whose light is gone out. And if I can shine my light and show somebody else that no matter how dark it feels in the world, that if I shine my light, then you can shine yours too. And if everybody turned their light on, if we all shined, whatever the correct grammar is, shined our light, imagine how different this world would be, right? And I feel like we're all called to shine our light. We're all called to lighten up. Stop being so serious. Doesn't mean that we don't have serious problems we need to fix, but again, we can't fix it from the same level that we created it. I think that was Emerson or Thoreau who said that. So instead, we need to be the light for others, no matter how dark it is. So what is our overall lesson to lighten up today? Well, I gave you a number of different tools and ways for you to lighten up, let go of that burden, right? Shine your light brighter. If your hand's on that dimmer switch, get off of it. Put it all the way up and shine the light. So the light of God is within you because you are a divine expression of God, right? If you're not feeling it, just align with it. Align with it. Start with an affirmation first thing in the morning. Practice your principles, prayer, meditation. Keep coming on Sundays. Tell your friends. Right? That's how we spread the light. And, it's contagious. Let's go out and infect each other in a good way. We've been watching The Last of Us, or rewatching The Last of Us. And anybody seen that show on Hulu? A few hands? Yeah. But I was thinking about this morning as I was going over my talk. Like, wouldn't it be so cool if we could literally infect each other with this glowing love? Just by tapping somebody, like, you got it. Standing near somebody and just breathing love on them. Wouldn't that be cool? It would be cool. And if nothing else, it'd make Katie laugh, so there we go. So this week, I want everybody, not just this week, today, tomorrow, the next day, the next day, the next day, until the end of time, we need to look at ways to lighten up, to let go of those burdens that we're all carrying. If you notice somebody else has got a burden, ask, how can I lighten it? How can I be kinder to that person? So for heaven's sakes, everybody, let's just lighten up. And let's finish with our affirmation. And we'll say it together. Ready? I radiate joy and peace. My highest good will now increase. And so it is. Namaste. And now it is time for us to radiate abundance through our affirmative giving. And as we do every Sunday, we provide a number of different ways that you can support Unity Spiritual Center of Wilmington. And if you do give online, make sure that you've picked up one of those green cards if you want to put some energy into the baskets as they come around. So let's do our mudra, which is, there we go, divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I give, and all that I receive, and so it is.
I am the heart, I am the hands, I am the voice. blessing to the world. You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice of spirit on earth. And who you are and all you do is a blessing to the world. We are the heart, we are the hands, we are the voice of spirit on earth. And who we are and all we do is a blessing to the world. Be a blessing to the world.
I give gratitude and thanksgiving for the blessings in this basket, for the blessings that are circulating online, for the blessings of each and every one of you that bring your joyful heart to Unity Spiritual Center. And with gratitude, I release my word knowing it's done. Together we say, and so it is. Thank you. All right, everyone, it's time for Miss Rebecca to come back on stage. Let's give her some appreciation.
One, two, three, four. You are the light of the world. You are the light of the world. But if that light's under a bushel, it's lost something kind of crucial. You gotta stay bright to be the light of the world. You are the salt of the earth. You are the salt of the earth. But if that salt has lost its flavor, it ain't got much in its favor. You can't have that fault and be the salt of the earth, so that your lights all shine before men. Let your lights all shine, so that they might know some kindness again. We all need help to feel fine. You are the city of God. You are the city of God. But if that city's on a hill, it's kind of hard to hide it well. You gotta stay pretty in the city of God, so that your lights all shine before men. Let your lights all shine, so that they might know some kindness again. We all need help to feel fine, fine, fine. You are the light of the world. You are the light of the world. But the tallest candlestick ain't much good without a wick. You gotta live right to be the light, to be the light of the world.
All right. Anybody in doubt of what your homework is this week? Radiate. Be the light of the world. Thank you, Rebecca. That was awesome. And anybody notice that Justin's here more often? Isn't that great? Yay! So happy to have you here. Oh, so let's keep it coming. Let's keep the fellowship happening, the connections going. We've got lots of announcements because it just doesn't stop here Sunday. So what's happening today? We've got the ice cream sundae next door. So if you like that, go check it out after church today. Also in that room, in the community room, there is a sign up for a sacred service. We have so many teams here in the church, and we can always use more people. And it doesn't have to be a huge commitment. If you think, I just want to do this one little thing, we'll say, okay. So come talk to us after church over there, and we'll find a place for you to plug in. And it'll bring you joy as well as help our church, I guarantee it. Also today at 12:30 in the library is the meeting for the 50th anniversary celebration. So all those plans are coming together. If you'd like to be part of that, please join them in the library. Also at 12:30, that seems to be the happening hour, is Kirtan in the sanctuary. And ongoing, also back in that library, it is a lending library. If you have not been there before, go check it out. There are some amazing books. You can just, it's a self-serve library. There's a little sign-out sheet, so just write the title of the book and the name that you want to borrow. There's no time limit, no fees, no fines, so check that out. There's some really inspiring books back there. The community outreach for June, we're collecting for the diaper bank, all sizes and supplies needed for diapering. It's a great need. I used to work in public health, and I was finding that some people don't change diapers as often as they need to, but they can't afford it. So just think about that. That's not healthy. So please support that cause as you can. On Fridays, the Wow Book Club, the Wow Book Club continues in the library. There is a meeting on Friday the 13th at 7 o'clock, Love from Above, Evidential Mediumship, Messages from Past Loved Ones. So find out more about that in the community room. I believe there's a sign up for that as well. Angel Speaks with Sherry Purbeck is Saturday, June 14th, 3 o'clock. Messages from the angelic realm in the community room. I don't know why my tongue is tied today. We'll continue on. So Friday's film festival is starting in June 20th, 7 o'clock. The Bridge to Terabithia, based on this amazing book that maybe many of you read. So that'll be held here. There'll also be some concessions available for sale, so please join us for that. There are more events happening. We will talk about them in the future, but if you want to find out now what they are, go to our website or our Facebook page and find out more about what's happening here at Unity Spiritual Center. This week, we would like to honor the building team and the gardening team. So if you're part of that team, please stand up. I'm looking at you, Myron. Thank you. Myron is another person who's on many teams and is always here to help. So we appreciate you, Myron. Thank you so much. So I wanted to do something a little different this Sunday, and everybody's looking at me, oh gosh, what's she going to do? So we talk about thriving in 2025. So I pulled a couple of these Post-its off the board just to share, to maybe inspire some of you to put something up. So this one, we have these green ones that start off with I am. I thought, wow, what a great affirmation to start with. This one says, I am happy, joyful, and grateful. So that person is feeling that. This one says, I learned to scuba dive. So yay for you. So put yours up there too. I might randomly pick some next time I'm up here, so maybe yours will be red too. So thank you for sharing those with us. All right, so now I would like to invite Reverend Ellen back up to the platform.
Thank you, Shirley. Let's give Shirley some appreciation. Yeah, and I love the idea of bringing in some of those and sharing with the community because it's, again, this is part of sharing and spreading your light. When you put what you've done, what you're proud of, then somebody was like, oh, I can do that too. And I think I even put on there something just, at first it sounded kind of silly, but it's like clean the bathroom. I don't know. I mean, so yes, I wanted to also remind everyone, while it's also Radiance Month, it is Membership Month. And as Dr. Herbert's been sharing about all the things that you're going to get to have and bring when you bring a friend, well, we do have a couple of new people that were not acknowledged this morning. So I want to just acknowledge Nancy Pierce and Jim Long. They are guests of Marcia Zorn. So if you don't mind, let's give you some appreciation. I know Marcia wants to spread the light of Unity of Wilmington, but I also think she wants that trip. So, so as you bring guests to our wonderful, beautiful community here, you will have an opportunity to put a leaf on the tree, or there will be a leaf on the tree, and you can put the name of that person on the leaf. Make sure you put your name as well so we know who has brought some folks to us. So we will continue Membership Month officially through June, but of course, we continue Membership Month all the time. We want to have as many people come to Unity. And the truth is, you don't have to be, quote, an official member to be part of our community. So just come, enjoy, spread your light. And I want to thank everyone that did participate in today's service, because it does take a village, as I say, every Sunday, to put on our service. So the names that are up there are the folks that made today happen, as well as our celebration singers, who I don't believe every person's name is up there, but give them appreciation. And then my last little mini announcement before we officially close is, as Shirley mentioned, after service in the fellowship hall where we commune for coffee and snacks, so today it's ice cream, there'll be 2 tables along the far end with names of all of the teams that we need some additional volunteers. So if you are called to spread your light, to lighten up this community, there's a little description about each one of the teams. Put your name down if you're interested in. Again, you're not committing your whole life. If you just want to do it an occasional, once a Sunday here and there or as needed, we would love to have your loving energy. So with that, I invite everybody to stand. We're going to do our prayer for peace and then our peace song. So, prayer for protection, which is our prayer for peace. Ready? Together? The light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God molds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as Creator, united all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every breath I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
And let your light never be dim. Go out and glow into the world and spread that peace and love and kindness. Namaste, everyone.